This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the fraud and corruption in the AMC play is unprecedented. The only play where I believe there might be more fraud and corruption is MULN and MMTLP, okay? What they did to those two companies is totally outrageous to me. Totally outrageous. The evidence of the fraud and corruption is overwhelming. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, they sit on the sidelines while the biggest financial crimes in the history of the market goes on their watch. And the thing is, history is not going to be kind to the SEC, the DOJ, or the FBI, because everybody knows about the fraud and corruption that they allow to go on every single day with no real repercussions. I want you guys to look at this. 75.51% of the AMC volume went into the dog pools. What does that tell you? You know what it tells me? It tells me that 75.51% of the volume was buys, okay? They were buys, and they took all the buys and they pushed them into the dog pool so they didn't affect the price. If any of this was sell orders, it would not have went into the dog pool, because they don't put sell orders into the dog pools. They only put the buy orders. And I don't believe they have enough real sell orders to push the price down. So they start spoofing. They start creating sell orders in order to manipulate the price. And everyone knows what they're doing. The DOJ knows, the FBI knows, the SEC knows, and they do absolutely nothing about it. This is overwhelming evidence of fraud and corruption in the play. This is overwhelming evidence that the bad actors are robbing and stealing from retail investors, from pension funders, from institutions that follow the rules. But the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI practice willful blindness to the obvious fraud and corruption. Do you think they would allow 75.51% of Apple, of Meta, of Google to be traded in a dog pool? They wouldn't allow that. They would form a joint task force and hold the bad actors accountable. But somehow in the AMC play, they can do what they want, and they are so aggressive with the behavior because they know nobody's going to do anything to them. Nobody's going to hold them accountable as long as they limit their criminality to robbing from retail investors, from pension funds, and from institutions that follow the rules. I mean, this is absolutely crazy on so many levels. But what's worse to me, in my opinion, and I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell AMC. What's worse to me is the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI are watching this. They're watching this unfold. And they are doing absolutely nothing. They are telling us indirectly, because of their inaction, that the criminals in the United States stock market, they own the SEC, they own the DOJ, and they own the FBI. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think they would allow 75% of Meta stock to be traded in the dog pool? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.